Final homestand leading into the All-Star break commences tonight with the first of 3 against the Twins. Astros playing a string of 13 straight games before an off day on Thursday. Astros at 42-44, closest they've been to 500 since all the way back when they were 6-8. Hi, everybody, and welcome. I'm Todd Callis alongside Jeff Blum. Blummer, the Astros coming off a good road trip at 5-2, trying to keep that momentum rolling.
5 series wins in a row. Keep that rolling. Keep winning those series. And, hey, why not keep doing it against the American League Central?
There you go. The Astros taking 3 out of 4 against the Tigers, and now the Twins are in town. Our Shiner Box spotlight falls on how well the Astros hit late in games on that trip.
Yeah, they've been doing a great job late in games. But in order to get to that situation, to be able to come back and win those games, you've got to have strong pitching to keep those games close enough. They've been getting that, but they've also answered the bell late, not giving up on any of these games, no matter how big the deficit, going out there as a team and racking up 4 of those 5 wins, coming back after the 7th. Great numbers. 323 is that batting average. And how about 3 unlikely heroes? Maybe a little more in Isaac Paredes and Christian Walker, but Joey Loperfido jumping into the mix with a couple of hits, 4 RBIs. It's amazing to see that the Astros continue to do this without a guy named Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan did not have a hit in that Tigers series. Only had 3 hits on the road trip. Did walk 8 times. Paredes coming up with some huge hits on that trip. How about today's starter, Peter Lambert?
Peter Lambert's been on a roll. 6 games. He has pitched extremely well for the Astros. He personally is 4-0 in those 6. The Astros overall are 5-1. And that 1 loss being an extra inning game in Anaheim. But he has pitched extremely well. Exactly what you want to see from your pitcher. Giving you deep starts, going 2.97 with that ERA. He has been phenomenal against left-handed hitters this season.
Peter Lambert on the mound for the Astros today, taking on the Twins' Zebby Matthews. We saw Zebby in a game against Minnesota back at their place earlier this year. Isaac Paredes. When you have the AL MVP in your lineup, it's hard to say somebody else has been carrying the team, but Isaac has lately. More on him when we come back. What a month of June it's been for Isaac Paredes. You can see where he is on the list of RBI leaders in the American League. 21, a lot of them clutch RBIs for the Astros on that recent road trip. What's on Tap is presented by Lawnmower Blonde. Isaac getting it done.
He has been getting it done. He is a true professional hitter. He has been swinging the bat well in June, like TK was talking about. Therefore, he has kind of slipped into that spot behind Jordan Alvarez, providing protection, but also providing opportunities, and he's taken that bull by the horns. 302 is that average, 27 games in that 3-4-5 spot. Since the Pena return, which had kind of pushed everybody down in that lineup, at 6 home runs, 23 RBIs, he has been a nice bright spot in the month of June, driving in runs and helping the Astros win ball games and creep back into the American League West.
He has pushed his OPS up to 778 on the season. Paredes hitting behind Jordan Alvarez today as we get you ready for baseball on a Monday night. Minnesota Twins in town for 3. As the bullpen continues to roll on for the Astros, one of the reasons why Houston is sitting at 2 games under 500 for the first time since early April. On SCHN is presented by Rooms to Go. Get fashion, style, and quality all at low prices on every item, every day. And by Daily and Black. Has your home or business been denied, delayed, or underpaid by your insurance company? Call Daily and Black for your free consultation. The standings are crazy right now in the American League West. 4 teams within 2 games at the top of the division. The Rangers are leading at 42-42. And the Mariners currently own the 3rd wild card spot. In the wild card standings, the Astros only a half game back as they start play here against the Minnesota Twins. Twins only 2 games back. Everybody in the mix in the American League. It has been a wild year in the 2026 standings.
Let's check out the Astros opponent. This is going to be the Minnesota Twins lineup. They're going to start off with a very hot hitting Trevor Larnach. Brooks Lee hitting 2nd. How about in 3rd position? You're going to see Cody Clemens, son of the Rocket, hitting 242. He's having a great season as a Minnesota Twin. 13 home runs and 34 RBIs in that 3-hole. Followed by Josh Bell, Royce Lewis, Victor Caratini, Ryan Kreidler, Tristan Gray, and Luke Keeschel.
They will be facing Peter Lambert, who takes on the Twins for the first time. You see Lambert's numbers on the year. He has been outstanding, making his 13th start of the season. Astros are 5-1 in his last 6 starts, and he is 4-0 during that time with a sub-3 ERA. Usually he has his deepest starts here at home. He had a string of 8 consecutive starts, going at least 5 innings, snapped in his last outing in Toronto.
StatCast 3D, powered by Google Cloud, is going to show you the arsenal against left-handed hitters that he has been so successful with. Four-seam and changeup, the 2 most used pitches. You see the batting averages against on the right-hand side. Very good numbers. 12 strikeouts to lefties on the four-seamer, 10 strikeouts on the changeup, and 10 strikeouts with that cut fastball.
Last time out here in a home start, he went 7 innings of 1-run baseball against the Tigers. Only allowed a Crawford box home run for his only run allowed, 2 hits and 5 strikeouts against the Tigers. Didn't fare as well against the Toronto Blue Jays, but only gave up 2 runs in his last start over 4 2/3 innings. Trevor Larnach with a 1-1 count. Twins taking 2 out of 3 from the Astros earlier this season, coming off a series in which they won 2 out of 3 against Colorado coming into this series. That one's fouled back to the screen, and the count's 1-2. Astros coming off a very successful road trip going into Toronto after losing the first game, winning 2 out of 3 there, and winning 3 out of 4 in Detroit. The Astros, winners of 5 of 6, start the day with a record of 42-44. Twins 40-45 coming in. Larnach fouls off the pitch. It's 1-2. It's a Minnesota Twins lineup. When you see it, it doesn't scream top of the American League, but that's where they've been for most of the month of June. Highest slugging percentage, highest OPS. Swing and a miss. Lambert gets Larnach to start this one as he continues to be tough on lefties.
There it is. It's a changeup that eventually got him with the swing and miss. See him pull a string on our UT-MD Anderson strike zone, just sneaking off that outside edge for the whiff.
Lefties have a 198 slugging percentage against Peter Lambert, second only to Jacob Mizorowski in the major leagues. This ball popped high in the air and foul and out of play. We saw the Tigers bench Colt Keith. Actually, you saw the Blue Jays bench one of their right-handed hitters in that lineup against Lambert because they felt like they wanted another opportunity to see how Lambert does against lefties. Lefties have been just dominated by Lambert this year, and Lambert didn't see all lefties in that lineup against the Blue Jays. Today, 6 lefties in there. Nathan Lucas got the day off in that start against Toronto, normally in there against a righty, but today all 4 bench players are right-hand hitters for the Twins. Swing and a miss. That's going to be another strikeout against the lefty. Brooks Lee down on 3 pitches. 2 quick strikeouts for Lambert. How about the Astros starting defense presented by Xfinity? Behind the plate with Lambert catching today is Christian Vasquez. Nick Allen getting a start at shortstop for Jeremy Pena. Allen just off the IL and in the lineup. Pena with a little bit of a left leg issue. Joey Loperfido in left field. Taylor Trammell in center. Cam Smith in right. In play, center field, playable. Taylor Trammell drifts back. What a start for Lambert. 2 strikeouts and a fly out to center. A 9-pitch first.
By Whataburger. Jose Altuve takes over the top spot with Jeremy Pena out for the day. Yordan Alvarez, Isaac Paredes to the top 3. In the middle, you've got Christian Walker, Taylor Trammell, Cam Smith, Joey Loperfido, Nick Allen, and Christian Vasquez. Walker in the last 2 games, 5 for 9 with a couple of doubles, a home run, and 4 RBIs. He is now tied in RBIs with Yordan.
Sammy Matthews on the mound today. You can see his numbers on the season. He's had 2 really difficult starts, both on the road. Goes after the first pitch is Altuve as he grounds one to short. Tristan Gray makes the play, 1 away.
There's usage on Zebby, forcing fastball, slider, curveball, changeup. Has a little bit of a cut fastball in there as well.
His two tough starts this year have been at Pittsburgh and at Detroit, giving up 7 earned runs each. That has inflated his ERA on the season. So he's at 4.5, but all the other starts, with the exception of those 2, he's given up either 0, 2, or 3 earned runs and gone at least 6 innings. So he's got a quality start in 6 of 8. And then 2 kind of blow-up starts on the road. Astros saw him at home, where he's been good this year. He gave up 2-run home run to Isaac Paredes in the first, and that was it over 6 innings. Yordan Alvarez had his first series of the season without a hit against the Tigers. Did draw a lot of walks on that road trip. 8 walks, 3 base hits, all in Toronto. And he's got an even count here, 2 apiece. Plate umpire today is Brennan Miller, part of Chris Conroy's crew. Zebby able to strike out Yordan a couple of times in Minnesota. Yordan went 0 for 3 with 2 Ks against him in that first start of the year against Houston. And he strikes him out here with the heater. Pretty firm fastball on the outer edge for Matthews' first strikeout.
Tonight's aerial coverage of the Wire Cam is brought to you by our partners at 5.
Now Isaac Paredes taking a strike. Isaac with that 2-run home run, only guy in the lineup with a hit against Matthews. Isaac hitting a cutter out in the first inning of that game on May the 19th. Jeremy Pena had a couple of hits. He's not in the lineup today. Jake Myers did have a hit. He's not in the lineup. Christian Vasquez, Christian Walker, Yordan Alvarez, the other 3 to see Zebby Matthews other than Paredes. We will hear from the University of Houston Cougars baseball coach, Will Davis. We introduce Coach. He'll join Julian Morales next half inning as Paredes pops one to the right side. Royce Lewis into foul territory will put it away. And an easy inning for Zebby Matthews as well. Both pitchers off to good starts.
Correction.
We welcome everyone back. Special guests. There's actually a couple of special guests from U of H in town today, but the new head baseball coach for the Cougs, Will Davis, is here throwing out the first pitch. He's actually done that before when he was head coach of Lamar, but we're so happy to have you back, Will. Will's actually a good friend of me and my husband's too, so it's just great to see you. Great to hang with you for this Astros game. Your life has had to been crazy.
It has been, yes, it's been very crazy the last month.
Tell me, kind of just give me what's been going on with you and how much excitement is surrounding your new job.
Yeah, got the U of H job on, I think it was Memorial Day, and finished out the season at Lamar in the NCAA Regional, and it's been a whirlwind ever since then from a recruiting standpoint, trying to get moved, all that good stuff, but it's been a lot of fun, and we're excited to be here.
Yeah, you're no stranger to this area too, and the Astros, being down there, was that fun catching up with some of the guys down there, and knowing that this is part of your family as well?
It was, yeah. It's being an hour away for the last 10 years, you could kind of come, but now we can come all the time, and it's my second game already, so it's a great place to go and a great place to take recruits, and just really excited to keep doing it more.
In the College Classic. That's big news today. Let's talk about it. You have to be excited to be a part of that.
Yes. Was fortunate enough to coach in the College Classic in 2015 with LSU. Took a 12-year hiatus, and we will be back. So we are really excited about that, playing UConn, Louisville, and Texas A&M on the Sunday night here at Daikin.
Those are great matchups. As far as getting your feet wet and getting the team together, and what's to come for the Cougs this year?
Well, we got to finish out the recruiting class strong for next year, and then we'll have all the guys back in August, and can't wait to get started and be back on the field. That's what we really love to do.
Thank you so much for hanging with us, and enjoy the rest of the game. You've got a whole group here from the U of H. All right, TK, back up to you guys.
All right, Julia, thanks. Royce Lewis batting after a fly out by Josh Bell. Great to see the new head coach there, Will Davis, and good luck to him with the Cougs in the years moving forward.
Yeah, absolutely. Good to have him. Some youthful energy at the top for the Cougs. Big 12 conference. That is not an easy chore.
No joke. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Lambert is off to a great start tonight. 3 strikeouts, a couple of flyouts, 2 outs here in the second.
We talk about that changeup use a lot to lefties, but right here he uses the changeup to get the swing out in front and over the top from Royce Lewis. Royce Lewis is struggling with the swing and miss this year, and Peter Lambert takes advantage of it with that right-on-right changeup.
Now Victor Caratini, who got a nice hand before the game as he was honored on El Grande here, the big video board. His highlights when he was with the Astros. 2 years here for Victor. Played in 201 games in an Astros uniform and hit 20 home runs, including a career-high 12 last year. Caratini has been really good this month. Last 21 games, a .343 average and a 1,000 OPS. He's got a 2-0 count here. And Victor watches that one go wide. And Lambert, who had been throwing mostly strikes prior to this AB, is down in the count 3-0.
Yeah, 3 of the 6 balls he's thrown in this game have been to Victor in this at bat.
Picks up a strike here. It's 3-1. Victor this year hitting .238 with 6 home runs. Most of that damage has come lately. And that's going to be just off the plate, near miss by Lambert, and that'll be a 2-out walk to Caratini. What if we look at tonight's Chevy Stropel? Pitcher of the month for the month of June. Astros closing out the month as AJ Blueball would be choice A, Josh Hader choice B, Peter Lambert choice C, Stephen Okert would be your D choice. Go to @SpaceCityHN, use the hashtag Stropel. Astros with one more game in the month tomorrow. All those guys fine choices. The Astros with the pitcher of the month in the American League in the month of May. But Peter Lambert has been the one solid contributor from day one when he came up all the way through June.
Yeah, he has been very consistent. It's always interesting seeing how the opposing managers line up against him, because we talked about those heavy splits towards the lefties, yet Garrett Shelton and the Twins show up and he's got a bunch of lefties in there again trying to buck the system. But I think that's what has made Lambert so successful, is his ability to get some of these big left-handed hitters out.
Yeah, the inclination is righty pitcher, lefty hitter, but when the reverse splits are as dramatic as they are for Lambert, sometimes you start to think managers might go the other way in the future. He has walked his share of lefties, including Victor Caratini, a switch hitter batting lefty against him. His walk percentage is tied for the highest against left-hand hitters of anybody in the league, tied with his teammate Spencer Arrighetti at 16%. He has done a better job more recently with back-to-back starts without a walk, but did walk 3 in his last outing in 4 2/3. 2-2 to Ryan Kreidler. Kreidler, a tough strikeout guy, will put the ball in play. Hasn't struck out in his last 28 appearances now at the plate. Jose Altuve makes the catch for the final out of the inning. Astros will have Christian Walker due up, followed by Taylor Trammell and Cam Smith in the bottom of the second. You can see nobody has a hit yet, just a walk to Victor Caratini, the only base runner in the game. Zebby Matthews back out there. He'll have Christian Walker due up first. Then Taylor Trammell and Cam Smith. And the first pitch is a ball away, 1-0. Christian finished off that road trip with a great 2 games in Detroit, including his 10th career 4-hit game on Saturday, and came up with a dramatic 3-run home run yesterday as the Astros increased their lead from 4-3 to 7-3 in extra innings. And the Astros would need those extra runs as they would hold on to win it 7-5. Walker with that 3-run home run, now matching Yordan Alvarez with 56 RBIs, tied for the team lead. Hits this ball sharply on the ground, but Tristan Gray is there. And the former Rice Owl makes the play for out number 1. So 1 out, base is empty, and Taylor Trammell getting a start today in center. Trammell had 2 hits on the road trip. They were both big swings. Home run in Toronto into the 5th deck and a home run in Detroit as well. Showing bunt on the first pitch from Matthews and taking a strike 0-1. Matthews' last start against the Dodgers came on June 22nd. So he is pitching with 6 days rest 1 week later. Only allowed 2 runs to the Dodgers offense over those 6 innings, but did not have any run support. That's kind of been the MO all year for him. He's had 6 runs scored in his 5 losses, including just 1 run scored last outing.
And he doesn't get much run support. So you'd love the Astros to be able to put up about 3 or 4 on Zebby and then let Peter Lambert go to work.
1-2 the count to Taylor. And he tried to hold up, goes too far. Caratini will make the throw to first to complete the strikeout. Strikeout number 2 for Zebby Matthews. Now a word from Jack in the Box.
Get fired up with my new Hot Ones Munchie Meal with a Sriracha Curly Fry Burger or Buffalo Chicken Tater Melt.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Now Cam Smith, the batter. Cam with good career numbers against Twins pitching, hitting .280 lifetime in his 2 seasons. Takes a pitch up and in for ball 1. Astros with 3 against the Twins. Day off Thursday, 3 against Tampa Bay. And that will be their final 6 games at home till the All-Star break. They will finish the All-Star break on the road in Arlington, but start the second half, if you will, the post All-Star break portion of the schedule with 6 at home again. So the Astros are home for 12 of the next 18 games. Ball grounded to short on the 1-1 pitch. And that's a perfect 2 innings so far for Zebby Matthews. Ground outs and a strikeout in the second. 0-0 as we head to the 3rd. Some fans of Brazil winning earlier today in a World Cup match against Japan. Brazil and Japan both represented here in Houston. That was quite an entertaining battle as the knockout round is upon us. That was over almost 70,000 over at the Call Houston Stadium, even though
showing.
We know what the real name is. Yeah, Brazil moving on.
We can't even say it on our broadcast.
I don't know what the rules are. I don't want to.
FIFA will come get you.
I don't want to get struck down by FIFA.
Yeah, that will happen.
There is one more big game coming up. 4th of July. We'll have a baseball. We'll have a baseball game here.
Yep, you will.
No, Saturday, 4th of July.
Oh, okay, yeah. I actually have to work that day.
You will be on the broadcast. And that day, it'll be Canada versus the winner of tonight's game between Morocco and the Netherlands.
Wow. The Netherlands had a late victory earlier.
Orange Army might come back to H-Town.
Oh, they would love that.
That'll be the last game played here in Houston as part of the World Cup. But it'll extend all the way out till the championship game on July 19th. Tristan Gray, former Rice Owl, from 15 to 17, leading off here for the Twins in the 3rd. He's got a 3-1 count. Peter Lambert walking Victor Caratini, only base runner he's allowed thus far. And that is down and in, ball 4. Second walk allowed. Both two hitters hitting left-handed. One a switch hitter, one a true lefty. So Gray with a leadoff base runner, and now Luke Keisha will bat. First pitch, a strike, 0-1. Lambert this year against lefties has allowed only 18 hits, but he has walked 26 lefties. Kind of crazy.
Strange numbers, right?
Yeah. This ball hit down the line, foul and out of play. Keishel down on the count, 0-2.
Yeah, if you look at the batting average and the OPS, you just say he's just wiping out lefties, but the OPS is a majority on base percentage.
Good stop by Christian Vasquez on a pitch in the dirt. And the count's 1-2.
That was really good. Not an easy pitch to knock down. Change up, pulled across. Kind of an in-between hop.
That one's wide, 2-2. Twins have been a little bit of a surprise this year. The big surprise in the AL Central has been the Chicago White Sox, but the Twins have played very solid baseball and are 4.5 games behind both the White Sox and the Guardians coming into tonight. This ball a hit to left, going back on it and making the play before he gets to the warning track is Joey Loperfido. Keishel had a little top spin on that line drive, one away. Back to the top of the lineup in Trevor Larnach. Larnach struck out his first time up. Top of the zone strike, 0-1.
Got to be alert back there with Christian. Christian to Christian connection. Got some signs in between the two of them to be ready for that pickoff attempt.
Larnach fouls one back, down to the count, 1-2. Larnach having a huge June, hitting .362 with a .972 OPS. The Astros overall, coming into the season, have pitched Trevor Larnach pretty tough, but he's been one of the hottest hitters not only on the Twins but in baseball in the American League this month. Sends one straight back. It stays 1-2.
He's hit into a share of double plays. 25 double plays and 134 opportunities since 2025. Add to it
There you go. Christian Walker to short for one. Allen the turn. Oh, so close, Plummer. And the throw gets past Lambert, and that is going to allow the runner to go to second.
Lambert hustled over there, too. He knew he had an opportunity to finish this off as soon as Walker made the play. There you get a look at Nick Allen, who made that return throw to Peter Lambert. And there's Lambert hustling over there. It looked like he was going to get there in decent position. Just didn't get there early enough to set up for that throw from Nick Allen. A quick throw back. Just hitting off maybe the heel of the glove of Peter Lambert.
Yeah, with that pitcher moving, and you'd rather have that ball above the waist.
Yeah, it's got to be something that'll lead him across the middle of the field a little bit. Higher is better.
So that'll be a fielder's choice, and then an error to allow the runner to move to second base. We'll see who they give the error to. It's going to be on Nick Allen on the throw. Now Brooks Lee, the batter. Man, I thought you called that.
I was trying. That is an impressive number. Phillies and Twins getting after it with the wrist. Twins are #1 overall over the course of this season so far, hitting .290 as a team.
To his left, Altuve makes the play, retires Brooks Lee to end the inning. Leadoff walk doesn't hurt Peter Lambert. We are through 2.5, scoreless. Bottom of the third inning, Astros and Twins scoreless. We have the Vice President of Marketing with us, Jason Wooden. He always joins us here, start of a homestand. A lot going on.
Wait for it.
Oh, wait.
It's iconic.
Always.
It's iconic.
Look at that.
My favorite.
Yes.
My favorite thing. Yes. I mean, if this wasn't enough, we have a ton of things going
on TV. Look at us.
That's true.
Look at you guys.
Very close. Absolutely have a ton of stuff over these 6 games. Beyond great baseball. But roll us right through the 4th of July.
So Plummer's wearing the
iconic
Astros jersey add-on for SpongeBob.
Astros jersey add-on for SpongeBob. So, again, if you ever wanted to live in a pineapple under the sea, we got an opportunity for you. First ever SpongeBob night coming tomorrow.
Tomorrow night.
And obviously we'll have fun and festivities inside the ballpark. And then if you want to elevate your experience, you can be like Blum and go and get the add-on Patrick Starr Astros jersey.
Yes. This thing's phenomenal. It's way better on than it did in the pictures.
It does.
Got to admit.
You look like Patrick with that. That's
right?
Beautiful.
Feel it. Feeling it. All right, what's next? What, Krabby Patties? What is this?
Well, I mean, that's a SpongeBob thing. If you ultimately want to go get a hamburger and pretend that you're eating a Krabby Patty.
That falls down the line, but foul.
And then on Wednesday, what we have coming up, she's back.
She's back.
Oh,
Hello Kitty. She is back. Everybody's favorite coming back. She really loves Houston. But every fan coming in on that particular day will be able to get themselves an orange Hello Kitty hat. So first 10,000. And then ultimately, again, talk about upgrading your experience. A VIP opportunity inside or pregame where fans will be able to, again, food, drink, be able to go in and actually meet Hello Kitty and get the wonderful Hello Kitty purse along with that.
So that's a lot going on just in this Twin Series alone. Lo Perfido down on strikeout number 3 for Zebby Matthews.
The lid is pretty legit. It's like sewn on there. This is good.
Oh, yeah.
She's got her Astro uni on, so you can't miss out on that.
But then we get into the semi-quincentennial weekend celebration against Tampa Bay. A lot going on.
I'm glad you said it because I don't know if I can ever pronounce that.
250th birthday of the U.S.
It is 250. We're going to celebrate it right. We're going to be doing it all 3 days. Ultimately, we have ticket packages or ticket opportunities, $17.76 tickets.
What?
For any day, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday.
Wow.
And then $2.50 hot dogs.
What?
Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So
Come on.
We're really getting into the whole Americana of this thing.
$2.50 hot dogs?
$2.50 hot dogs.
Deals all weekend. Show up. Tampa Bay's a good ball club. The Astros are playing good baseball. get some good matchups. The team store has been going off with the Americana also.
They have fantastic red, white, and blue Astros themed. The on-field cap is really, really good looking.
Good job
for 4th of July. So if you're a fan, if you want those kind of unique limited edition, get into our team store and be able to buy that.
So just for fans' edification, on Friday you have your normal fireworks Friday, right?
Absolutely.
And then Saturday it's kind of a Macy's celebration fireworks show.
Macy's came in, big partner, coming in and want to really kind of celebrate that. So on Saturday, we'll be able to have a street fest, 4th of July street fest. It is an evening game, so go do your things, family, fun, barbecues, everybody come to the game, get here early, food and drink, live entertainment outside pregame. And then ultimately, once you come into the ballpark, 10,000 fans. You saw it a little bit. Blum was hiding it, hiding his Patrick Star jersey. But be able to get a patriotic Orbit beach towel.
Wow. It's big time. He's got the Houston Astros cowboy hat on. There you go.
Look at that.
That is beautiful.
Fun for the beach, fun for the pool. And then ultimately, there will be pregame festivities, obviously, as everybody celebrates 4th of July. And then as we make our way through the entire game, we will end again. You can't have 4th of July without fireworks.
Best fireworks
So
in the league.
back to back. And this will be an extended fireworks show for us.
So the 4th is going to be even bigger. Friday night shows are great, but Saturday it will be even bigger.
It will be bigger. It will be extended. We'll have a longer fireworks show so fans can really kind of enjoy the 4th of July.
It'll be epic.
It's honoring Macy's 50th anniversary fireworks. So
Did we mention the Hater jersey? I don't know if I did or not.
We did not.
Oh.
We have the Hater jersey. That's actually,
It's on Friday, isn't it?
it is Friday. So
You can wear this on the 4th of July.
if you are a
back.
fan of Hater and you patriotic and you want to show that, go come out on Friday and be able to get yourself a Josh Hader patriotic jersey.
there you go, presented by Oxy. Now, before we let you go, the guy on deck has an important 4 days beginning today, because Yordan Alvarez is in the middle of phase 2 of the All-Star balloting, and Thursday at noon it's over.
It is. And right now, Yordan is leading the DH category in the AL. And obviously, we want to send him as a starter to the All-Star game in Philadelphia. So fans, from today through July 2nd, you have every opportunity to go and get our man into the All-Star game. So vote up to 5 times a day and be able to send him to Philadelphia.
Absolutely. He'd be a fine representative. Might be a couple more mixed in there for the Astros, but yeah, get out there and vote. Phase 2 is happening.
Said he was on deck, but he went to go get batting gloves. That's why he was in the middle of the dugout. He won't bat this inning unless this ball's dropped, and it's not. Cody Clemens makes the play. Jay Wu, Jason Wood, thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
Jay Wu.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it.
Still love that. You can keep that.
Still 0-0. We head to the 4th.
Yordan and the Astros face Joe Ryan and the Twins in Game 2 of this 3-game series tomorrow night. Coverage begins at 6:30 with Astros pregame only on SCHN and SCHN Plus.
Cody Clemens, local guy, son of the Rocket, went to University of Texas after Memorial High School. Light out to center field his first time up. Clemens, one of 2 Twins who have faced Peter Lambert before tonight. Cody faced him with the Phillies before Peter went to Japan last year. This ball popped high in the air behind the plate, and Christian Vasquez putting it away for the first out.
The player to watch is presented by Jack in the Box. We've got Josh Bell coming to the plate. He has done some damage against the Astros. This is updated with that previous at bat where he flew out to center field. He's 5 for 12. 2 of those 5 have been home runs, and 4 of the 10 runs batted in against the Astros are owned by Josh Bell. He did some damage in that series in Minnesota.
I mean, he's having a big RBI season, leads the team with 51. And some of that coming against the Astros. He's the other guy, in addition to Clemens, who has faced Lambert before. Bell now 33 years old, facing Lambert with the Washington Nationals, the Miami Marlins, and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Sends that one into left center field, slicing towards Loperfido. Joey makes the running catch. That'll be the second out of the inning. By the way, speaking of running catches in left center field, that final percentage on the Bryce Matthews catch stayed at 40%. So he is still the owner of a 4-star catch. And that was a huge play in what could have been a game-ending extra base hit.
I thought that was very true. That was a play of the game. Bryce had a long way to go to his left to make that play.
Joe Espada talking about that post-game and a little bit pre-game today, how the Astros have won so many close games. And we have been raving about how the bullpen has been locked down, but Joe also wanted to make sure he mentioned how good the defense has been.
Yep.
Because when you win those little plays on the margins defensively, that can make a big difference late in close games as well. Saw Cam Smith make a great play in Toronto. We saw Bryce Matthews make a very good play in Detroit. Now it's 1-2 to Royce Lewis. Last time the Astros saw the Twins, Lewis was sent out to AAA. He was only down there for a little less than 3 weeks and then back. Trying to work on some things as he got off to a slow start this year. Now playing in game number 52 on the season. Struck out swinging his first time up. Lambert strike him out with the first time?
Changeup.
There you go. That's right. You were talking about righty on righty change.
Danny threw one earlier in this count too. He almost got a check swing, but that one got hit.
Changeup this time works in Royce Lewis's favor as he hits one off the community leaderboard sign beyond the Crawford boxes. Lambert gives up a solo home run here with 2 strikes and 2 outs as Lewis hits his 8th of the season.
Yeah, he got a gift right there. That was a hanging changeup. To his credit, he didn't miss it. Same pitch he struck him out with, but the pitch he struck him out with was down. This one hanging right at the top of the zone, out over the heart of the plate. Mattress Firm Supermo shows the extension from Royce Lewis. Plenty of power.
Lewis with 3 career home runs against the Astros in 7 games now. And he gives the Twins a 1-0 lead. Now Victor Caratini goes after that changeup. It's 0-1. That is 8 home runs allowed by Lambert on the year, and 7 of them have been hit by right-hand hitters. Pitch missing up for a ball, 1-1. In that start against the Blue Jays, Lambert's only 2 runs allowed were on a Luis Arias home run. In fact, if you go back to his last 4 starts before tonight, all the runs he's allowed have been on a home run.
That is the first home run on a changeup this season for Peter Lambert.
Wow.
Was it around 12, just over 12% to right-handed hitters? Almost 13%.
Now he's 2-2 on Caratini, and Victor skies one to center. Pretty well hit. Trammell going back, still going back, looking up at the wall. That's gone to straightaway central. Not an easy place to leave here at Dyken Park. Former Astro Victor Caratini hits his 7th after Royce Lewis hit his 8th. And on back-to-back home runs, the Twins have a 2-0 lead.
Man, Caratini flexing on a slider right here. Going to the biggest part of this ballpark. 426 is the distance on this. This is a slider. And he gets the arms extended and releases through that one, leaning back on it. 107.0 off the bat for Victor.
Well, a couple of 2-strike, 2-out home runs for the Twins. Now called strike to Ryan Kreidler. That is now the last 9 runs allowed by Peter Lambert, all on home runs. 7 solo shots and 1 2-run home run. 6 solo shots and 1 2-run home run. Oh, 2 pitch is fouled back. The only run he gave up against the A's was a solo home run. Both runs he gave up against the Angels, 2 solo home runs. Last home start, the Kerry Carpenter Crawford box home run, the only run he allowed. And Toronto, the 2-run home run by Arias, and today 2 solo shots. Only 2 hits allowed have been home runs. Now he's 1-2 on Kreidler.
He's trying to sweep him out of here. A couple of foul balls. Took one for a ball off the outside edge, but that's 3 sweepers in a row.
Oh, swing on a pitch in. It's 2-2. Count has run full here on Kreidler. The Twins looked like they were heading to a quick inning, a pop up behind the plate, a fly out to left field, but then a 2-strike home run by Lewis, a 2-strike home run by Caratini. Now a 3-2 pitch put in play. Trammell jogs in, and Taylor will make the catch for the final out. Twins out in front on a couple of solo home runs.
All In, All the Time is presented by Daly & Black. First 12 games of June, it was Jordan going after it. 444 was the average, 4 home runs, 15 RBIs. The last 12 games, a little bit different story, hitting 220, OPS dropping to 750, and 1 home run and 2 RBIs for Jordan. He has been going through it a little bit by Jordan standards. And a lot of the reason might be the pitch selection against Jordan. Those first 12 games, getting 48% off speed. The last 12 games, only getting 29% off speed. So getting off of those breaking balls and change-ups and splits and getting more on that fastball. They're moving it in and out against him. And he struck out in his previous at-bat against Zebby Matthews on a fastball away.
5 of the 6 pitches in that first AB were fastballs. Sees a cutter here, which is a form of a fastball, and misses. It's 1-1. Jordan, and then Isak Breidis and Christian Walker, and he chops it foul behind the back of Dave Clark. It's 1-2. Longest 0 for in Jordan's career was back in 2021 when he went 0 for 19. He's currently in an 0 for 14. Still batting .310. Still has an on-base percentage of .425. Still leads the major leagues in that on-base percentage.
Gone off speed in this at bat, except for that second pitch cutter. Those 2 pitches have been the slider and the curveball. Slow him down to speed him up. Oh man!
Into center, straight away. Back is Kreidler, and he makes the catch right up against the base of the center field wall. Jordan bidding for a home run to center, came a few feet shy.
Yeah, hit that ball well, just not well enough. That was a cutter. Ended up center of the strike zone. Jordan got to it, maybe just a little bit in towards the label. Still hit it 105.2. So that's definitely something he can build off of.
That's why the Caratini home run's so impressive.
Yep.
Not easy to get out to center field here.
It was about 2.5 more miles an hour off the bat and a 1 degree higher launch angle.
Astros still with only one base runner as we play here in the fourth. That was a Nick Allen base hit in the center. He flared one on a 0-2 pitch that dropped in. Pitch is down to Paredes. It's 1-1. Matthews with 5 shutout innings against the Astros to conclude his first start against Houston this year. Now 3 1/3 shutout. The Astros fail to score here. Matthews will be off to a 9 consecutive shutout inning streak against this Houston lineup. Daniel Zebulon Matthews, everybody calls him Zebby. Ball in the air to right field, coming on Keishel. And Paredes is out, number 2. Two outs, base is empty for Christian Walker. Walker grounded out his first time up. Pitch off the plate for a ball. Catches the outside corner, says Brennan Miller. It's 1-1.
Ooh, it's a little bit off the outside edge of the UTMB Anderson strike zone.
Christian has not had a good run lately with his challenges. He's 0 for his last 4, 7 for 14 on the year, but he definitely had an opportunity to challenge that 1-0 pitch. Now he's got a 2-1 count. Goes after the heater. It's 2-2. Matthews strikes out Walker. That's strikeout number 5 for Zebby. He's rolling along here with only 1 hit allowed through 4 innings. 2-0 Twins. Houston Astros baseball on SCHN is presented by Jack in the Box. Get fired up with a Hot Ones Munchie Meal. Lincoln Park, site of Game 1 of a 6-game homestand. Astros in town against the Twins, and then the team with the best record in the American League over the weekend, the Tampa Bay Rays. Tristan Gray leading things off here in the 5th. Gray walked his first time up and takes a pitch for a strike. 0-1. So far, Lambert's allowed 2 hits, both solo home runs, 2 walks. Neither one of those walks came around to score or get into scoring position. Couple of 2-strike, 2-out solo shots by Royce Lewis and Victor Caratini have the Twins in front 2-0. One missing, 2-1. One of the things for the Astros to consider in terms of innings pitched with guys like Highway Dung and even Mike Burrows to an extent is the amount of increase from one year to the next. And that's one thing they don't really have to concern themselves with Peter Lambert, who pitched a full season in Japan last year.
Yeah, he learned how to do that in the KBO. Sorry, in the MPB, with racking up 30+ starts, knowing how to get through some of these innings and pace himself. It's been a good pitch today, that changeup. 5 swings and misses on the changeup already in this game for Peter Lambert.
He was really, as we said, the most consistent starter for the Astros from when he made his first start April 17th through now almost the month of June. With more on Lambert, what do you have, Julia?
And Peter was good yesterday. He kind of zoomed out on the year and was able to talk me through the first half because, you know, he's obviously focused on every start and doing a good job. But he was saying that one of his goals was to be back in the major leagues coming into this year. Obviously, he was out of it going overseas last year, signing a minor league deal. So for him, he was very happy to be back, given this opportunity. And then you start to look at what he's been doing with the opportunity. So very, very happy, but definitely has goals for himself for the second half. And he also talked about just being able to slow things down and being able to bounce back from some tough innings or some walks. He's done a really, really nice job of that this year, and that's definitely helped him here lately get deeper into games.
And we have seen at Blummer various examples of guys that go to NPB to Japan or KBO to Korea, of guys that kind of resurrect their career once they go away and come back. And Lambert's kind of following in that trend right now.
Yeah, I think you have to have a certain amount of self-belief saying that you do belong back in the big leagues, because you could take that as a detriment and say, I just couldn't compete here and just shut it down. But I think Peter Lambert's an interesting story, just starting with Colorado. That's a rough scenario for a pitcher to move into and try and compete. So he took his game overseas, made it work, and he's brought it back here to the Astros, and he has been highly competitive every start he's been out there. What is it, 2 runs or less in the last 5 starts for Peter Lambert? So giving up 2 solo home runs, and if he's able to compete a couple more innings, he's going to be running that same pace.
Yeah, he's living by that motto. If you're going to give up home runs, make them solo shots. That's all he's given up basically lately.
And he doesn't let it faze him. You know, that's more to Julia's point, him talking about how he's getting through this season, just kind of trying to slow it down and, you know, kind of respect what you're doing this year and embrace it a little bit.
I kind of like that. He knows he's got a second lease on life in the major leagues. He knows he has an opportunity here with the Astros. He had the choice to go to another team at the end of spring training, elected to stay with the Astros. He liked what he saw and what he heard from various people in the organization, and as he made his way through spring training and wanted to be a part of this Astros staff. So here he is with a 1-1 count on Trevor Larnach, 2 outs and nobody on. A lot of the outs in the air recently. His last 5 outs have been pop-ups or fly-outs. Last strikeout for Lambert came back in the 2nd inning. Larnach has a strikeout and a ground out. Another ball in the air, and this one playable. Taylor Trammell will come in and make the play for the final out of the inning. Good inning for Lambert. We're halfway home here in Houston with the Twins leading 2-0.
The power play is presented by HEB. Looking back on that road trip, going 5-2, we saw some home runs hit by guys. We're towards the bottom of the order, guys who are getting some opportunities right now. We saw the back-to-back-to-back in Toronto. Joey Lopefito, you just saw, hit his first home run. And then Taylor Trammell, he went deep not once but twice on the road trip in a big spot too. Reynel Delgado, we're watching his first ever home run in the majors. Joe's looking for energy. He's looking for energy from these younger guys. And that's what he's getting, and that's what he got on the road trip. Delgado getting option, a numbers game for him, but he understood his role while he was here.
Another one to deep center. This one tracked down by Kreidler. Astros putting some good swings on Matthews the last couple of innings, but nothing to show for it. That's out number 1 in the 5th.
The exit velos are moving up a little bit. They're just hitting it to the deepest part of the ballpark.
Jordan sent one to the wall in center, and Trammell sends one to the track in center. Here's Cam Smith, who grounded out his first time up. Only hit in this game, also the only base runner of the game for the Astros. A little bloop single by Nick Allen on an 0-2 pitch. But as Blummer said, the contact second time through the lineup has been a little bit better. Cam drills one high in the air, deep to left field. Ball! Forget about it.
Wham, bam. Thank you, Cam.
Number 10 on the season for Cam Smith, and he makes it a 2-1 Twins lead. Circling the bases on a towering fly ball for a home run.
10 bombs on the season for Cam Smith. And he did not miss any of this baseball right here. This comes off the bat at 110.6. The extension on the slider hanging right out over the middle part of the plate gets destroyed. He went to the right part of the ballpark.
Well, you could sense it coming, right?
Yeah.
Some of the swings?
Some of the swings have been great. He's put together some good at-bats.
No, but some of the swings even against Matthews.
Oh, yeah.
Second time
overall,
through.
the exit velocities were going up. Cam put an absolute charge in that. Got that mistake. Didn't miss it.
Joey Loperfido, the batter. Loperfido misses the fastball. Cutter. It's 1-2. Cam Smith with a 10 home run season.
Had 9 last year.
So he's got a new career high in home runs. He's got a new career high in stolen bases. Loperfido down on strikes for the second time. 2 outs in the inning.
And for your viewing pleasure, we'll see it again on our matches from Supermo, spinning just out over the plate. And that extension, he has got all kinds of bat speed and strength. And he just finished that one in a big way.
Cam doesn't have a lot of home runs this year. He's hit the majority of his home runs on the road. That's just his 3rd of his 10 home runs here at home. Now Nick Allen, who has the other hit for the Astros. Nick was off the active roster for 19 games due to a hamstring strain, his left hamstring. He played a couple of rehab games for Sugar Land the last 2 nights. Now back in the lineup as Jeremy Pena has a little bit of a issue with his left leg that they're checking out. But last time we saw Nick Allen, he's added a child since then. Congratulations to he and his wife Savannah on their new baby girl Bobby, who was born June the 11th.
Yeah, congrats. 1 for 1 as a dad.
1-2 pitch bouncing in there, 2-2. Nick with that single, moving his average up to 262 on the year. Playing in game number 38, still just 65 at bats. He's got a lot of games this year where he's come in just for defense. Gold Glove finalist at shortstop with the Braves. Getting a chance to play shortstop tonight. Allen down on strikes. He'll be tagged by Caratini to end the inning. That's 7 strikeouts for Matthews, but the Astros back within a run thanks to Cam Smith with a bomb to left.
Let's get to know Miguel Ulloa, presented by Gallery Furniture. Love the pink hat. You know you're a rookie when he was called up yesterday. He's 24 years old. Very smiley guy so far. Chatted with him yesterday. Just excited to be here in the bullpen. Was moved there earlier this year. Mentally, he just got set for it. He is just excited for any opportunity to come up here and be at this level. We haven't seen him make his debut just yet. Hey, get this, though. He went to Detroit, TK?
Yep.
He made it. The equipment bag didn't. So yesterday, before the game, didn't have his glove, didn't have his cleats. Just had vibes. Just came with his vibes.
Never got there.
So I think he's good today. But he didn't need it. We didn't see him. Also, he's got to wear the MLB debut patch on his jersey every day until he gets into a game. And then they'll authenticate it and retire the patch.
There you go.
So look for the patch when he gets on the mound for the first time.
We will look for that. The guy with the least amount of service time wears the pink hat. The hat didn't exactly fit him very well, but it's still part of it.
That's weird. Pink hat didn't fit the ball player? That's odd. Thank goodness for the chin strap, though. He cinched that thing up and made it fit.
Brooks Lee hit one sharply off the glove of Christian Walker for a base hit to start the inning. But hearing good things about Ulloa, and his move to the bullpen has really been kind of a a big deal for him because all of a sudden he's been finding the strike zone lately.
And I think it's because he's throwing more fastballs, limiting the time that he's out there, so he's able to reach back, grab a little more velocity. So the velocity's been an uptick. He's throwing more strikes with the four-seam fastball. As a starter, he had a tendency to throw that cut fastball to try and stay in the zone, and that pitch was getting hit around a little bit, and he lost command of the four-seam fastball. But since being in the bullpen, strikes have been better, fastball's been better, and he's been successful enough to get here to the show.
We anticipate seeing him at some point in this series as Cody Clemens bats with a 1-1 count. Cody took the first pitch off the plate to start this at bat. That snapped a string of 14 straight first pitch strikes for Peter Lambert. He has been filling up the strike zone, getting ahead of hitters tonight. And now, even after a first pitch ball to Clemens, he's ahead of the count 1-2. (17 of 21 on first pitch strikes overall for the game. That's getting it done.
That's aggressive, and I like it.
Trailing 2-1, trying to go through 6 innings again as he faces the Twins here in the 6th. Had a string of 3 in a row going 6 innings or more, all home starts, May 5th, 11th, and 17th against the Dodgers, Mariners, and Rangers. Then back-to-back starts more recently against the Angels and Tigers before only going 4 2/3 against Toronto. That's going to bounce by Vasquez and go to the backstop. Well in front of the plate as Brooks Lee advances on the wild pitch.
Wow, that changeup was yanked pretty good. Get a great view of the base runner moving up, provided by our aerial coverage on our wire cam, brought to you by Defy.
Now a chance for Clemens to try and pull a ball for a productive out. And instead he goes down on strikes. Big strikeout for Lambert, picking up a strikeout of Clemens. First strikeout since the 2nd inning and 4th of the game. Now a word from Standard Insurance.
Did you just pay your insurance bill and say to yourself, I need to save money? Call, come by, or click to save hundreds, if not thousands.
Don't delay, call Standard today.
Now here's Josh Bell, who's flied out twice. That one foul. Bell came into this game 3 for 5 against Lambert with a home run. Lambert's retired him twice tonight.
Outfield arms are brought to you by Lone Star College. Operfido and Trammell. Not exactly high velocity, but they can get to the ball quickly. That would enhance their opportunity, but the red light in this group is definitely Cam Smith.
Ball drilled deep to right field. We mentioned Bell's numbers against Lambert. They continue. All the runs continue against Peter Lambert via home run. 2 solo shots tonight and a 2-run home run. Every run he's allowed now in his last 6 starts. I think that his last 5 starts have been via the home run. So now it's a 4-1 Twins lead on Bell's 10th home run of the year. RBI's 52-53.
Tried to get up and in, and Josh Bell smashed it. 413 feet. That got over the Astros bullpen.
And that bullpen is moving now for the first time with Nate Pearson beginning to warm up. This ball hit high in the air to Taylor Trammell in center off the bat of Royce Lewis. He hit the first home run of the game for the Twins, but he's out number 2 here in the 6th. There is Pearson warming up. Now 8 home runs allowed by Lambert in his last 5 starts, including 3 tonight. One fouled out of play. First time he's allowed 3 home runs as an Astro. Did have a career high 4 home runs allowed in a game as a Rocky back in his rookie season of 2019. Victor Caratini with an 0-2 count. Runs the most allowed by Lambert since he allowed 5 to the Rangers back on May the 17th. His last 6 starts, 1, 2, or 3 runs allowed. It's going to be down and away, 2-2. The Twins came into this series slugging in the month of June, and they have certainly helped those numbers out with 3 home runs tonight. Only Colorado with the higher slug percentage in the month of June, and only Colorado and Milwaukee with a higher OPS this month than this Twins lineup. And they're without Byron Buxton tonight, nursing a sore right hip. 3-2 pitch misses to Caratini. It's going to be walk number 3 allowed by Lambert. Josh Miller out to have a word with his starter, who might be closing in on his final batter of the game, trying to get him through 6 innings tonight.
Yeah, that might be the conversation, knowing that he's laboring a little bit, losing command. Talk about it a lot. Things pitching coaches and managers are looking for later in outings for a lot of these starting pitchers is, what's the exit velo like? How comfortable are those swings? And how's the command? Lambert's fighting through it, though.
Now Ryan Kreidler, 0 for 2. Has popped to second and flied out to center. First pitch in for ball 1. Four runs on 4 hits for the Twins. 3 of their 4 hits have been home runs tonight. Now it's 1-2. Josh Bell with a 2-run home run in this inning. Bell now with 6 hits, 3 of them home runs against the Astros this season. Texas native has been getting it done against the Astros in 2026. Slowly hit towards the middle of the diamond. Altuve cuts in front of Nick Allen to make the play, just in time to get Ryan Kreidler to end the 6th inning. Kreidler said he thought he was safe. We'll see if the Twins are going to challenge this call. For now, it's the end of the 6th, and they are going to challenge. So Altuve cutting in front of Nick Allen, making the play on the run. His throw. His throw called out at first base by John Tumpain, and the Twins are going to challenge.
Ooh.
Wow.
It's amazing how often these are that close.
Wow, that's so close.
Yeah, they're trying. The Twins are challenging this just to try and extend this inning against Peter Lambert, if not knock him out. The Astros are hoping the call stays the way it is and Lambert can finish his outing. Doesn't get much closer than that.
No, it's close. And it's just a matter of if there's enough to overturn it.
Yeah.
Definitely not one that would have been overturned if he was called safe. Is there enough to overturn it now that he's called out? A couple of former teammates.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is safe. Minnesota will retain their challenge.
So they will extend the inning, and that will be the end of the night for Peter Lambert on the infield hit by Ryan Kreidler. So Lambert goes 5 2/3 innings tonight. Joe Espada will go to his bullpen here in the 6th with the Astros down 4-1.
First game of this homestand, and the Twins are leading the Astros 4-1 here in the top of the 6th. There's a couple of outs and a couple of runners on. Peter Lambert.
Pitch clock violation, ball 1.
Will deal with a 1-ball count after the pitch clock violation. 11 games this season. Last time out gave the Astros 3 innings of one-hit baseball, had a strikeout and a couple of walks, threw 48 pitches, but pitched beautifully in 3 innings.
First pitch sent to deep left field. Back goes Loperfido at the wall. Leaping catch. What a play by Joey. Saved at least 1, probably 2 runs as he went up and got that one on the wall.
Did it with the stick on the road. Here he's doing it with the leather. Tonight's aerial coverage of the Wire Cam is brought to you by our partners at Defy.
Astros now down 4-1 as they bat in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Sevy Matthews has allowed 2 hits, no walks. He has struck out 7 through 5 innings, and bidding for a hit is Vasquez, knocking it down but unable to make the play. Tristan Gray. Christian Vasquez, the leadoff base runner, on the first pitch he sees in the bottom of the 6th.
Vasquez found a soft spot in the defense, forcing Gray to range. And at that last lunge, not able to get it in the pocket of the glove, hits in the heel as he reunites with Royce Lewis.
We talked about Caratini being an Astro for 2 years. Vasquez with the Twins even longer. Says Christian with a little infield hit. Altuve going after the first pitch and fouling it back. It's 0-1. Vasquez was with the Twins for the last 3 years. 260 games worth for Christian. Jose coming in a career .331 hitter against the Twins. Chases that cutter. It's 0-2. Jose had a .280 road trip, 7 for 25 in that 7-game stretch between Toronto and Detroit. Now fouling one out of play, stays 0-2. Jose on the year has hit better here at Daikin Park with an .835 home OPS coming into tonight. Just stayed alive on a pitch off the plate. Slowly hit towards third. Short hop nicely. They go to second for one, and Altuve safe on the turn. Good play by Brooks Lee on the short hop to get the fielder's choice. Julia.
Leaders are presented by Houston Methodist. The Astros are on this list right here when they team that has 3 players with an 850 or higher OPS this month. Look at Jeremy Pena, Yordan Alvarez, and Isak Paredes. We just saw Pena and Paredes go off on that road trip, so we're hoping for good news on Pena, who's getting looked at by doctors today about his left leg, and Yordan just having an all-around good all-star worthy season there. That helps tell the story of June for the Astros.
Yordan taking a pitch off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Yordan hit one to deep center field his last time up. He's got a 2-0 count here. Astros with just 3 hits in the game. They've all come from the 6th spot in the lineup and down. Hitters 1 through 5 are 0 for 11 on the day. Yordan would like to change that with one swing right here. Also get himself out of his own 0 for 15, but now he's got a 3-0 count. Oh, will Matthews challenge him?
You know the green light is constantly on no matter what the count is for Yordan, especially 3-0. If he gets something he likes in the go zone, he's gonna.
And he slid one onto the outside corner for a strike. Caratini calling time just in time. Going out to have a little meeting with Zevy Matthews. Now a message from Buick GMC. Jose Altuve beating out that potential double play ground ball on first base with 1 out. Yordan Alvarez with a 3-1 count. Off the plate, ball 4. Astros will bring the tying run to the plate, and their hottest hitter in the month of June is Isak Paredes strolling to the plate. Isak 0 for 2 tonight, hit a home run against Matthews in Minnesota. Got a cutter up that he took out to left field down the line. One out, 2 runners on. Astros with their first runner in scoring position at bat of the night. Off the plate, 1-0. Bullpen is quiet for the Twins at this point. Matthews still not to 80 pitches on the night. Paredes got quick on that. It's 1-1.
Yeah, he socked that one.
That should be a verb, right?
Yeah, oh man, it's got to be, especially here at Dyken. I feel like he's really saves him up for the locals here. Long foul balls to that pull's side. It's impressive.
On the ground towards the middle, could be 2. They flip to Clemens for 1, and he takes his time to turn the double play to end the inning. Paredes grounds into a double play to end the 6th. Still a 4-1 Minnesota lead.
Let's see, Allstate good hands replay. Joey Loperfido had a chance with 2 outs. Pearson in there, long fly ball to left. Found that padded with part of the manual scoreboard. Leapt up, made a great catch. to end the threat from the Minnesota Twins, and Nate Pearson appreciates it. That's exactly how the sixth inning ended.
Oh, now Nate Pearson back to work after that scare to end the sixth inning. He's got Luke Keeschel due up, and then the top of the order. Keeschel lined out and flied out in his first two at bats. First pitch home is a called strike, 0-1. Final line on Peter Lambert today: 5 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 3 walks for Lambert. 3 of the 5 hits home runs, and they scored all 4 runs with those home runs. 4 earned runs tonight. 100 innings, 100 pitches in 5 2/3 innings for Lambert. So now it'll be Pearson for at least an inning and a third, you would think. Joe would like to see him get through this inning. We'll see what happens beyond that. The other night we saw Pearson really extend himself for 3 innings to try and protect the bullpen, which was depleted in that Toronto series. As he went 3 innings in that second game against the Tigers behind Spencer Arrighetti. Fastball up, it's 3-1. Twins coming in with 412 runs scored. Next closest team, the Yankees in the American League at 409. A couple of teams in the National League have scored more, but not many people had the Twins as the AL leader in runs scored past the halfway point of the season. It's going to be just down, ball 4. Pitch missed the bottom of the zone, and Keeschel draws a leadoff walk. So a runner on for Trevor Larnach, who's 0 for 3 today. Larnach has struck out, grounded out, and flied out. Pitch a strike, 0-1.
Top 10 offense and batting average, OPS, scoring 4.85 runs per game. League leader in RISP. Not sure I had them pegged as one of the top offenses in all of baseball when this season started. Buxton a big piece of that. And that's with Royce Lewis getting off to a slow start, being sent out and having to come back. Usually one of their producers.
Yeah, you're not the only one who's been with an eyebrow raised or two at what has been going on for the Twins offensively. They have been one of the surprises in baseball, no doubt.
On the other hand, the Astros offense would love to get into that bullpen of the Minnesota Twins. They've been polar opposite of that offense.
This one popped up, playable, I think. Christian Vasquez near the screen has room and puts it away.
Let's get some Astros trivia powered by Reliant, who had the walk-off hit in the Astros' first win against the Twins after joining the American League. You got 4 choices: Chris Carter, Matt Dominguez, Trevor Crow, or Brett Wallace. Got options on Astros trivia powered by Reliant.
Now Brooks Lee, the batter. Lee takes a pitch down and in for ball 1. Lee, with that hit his last time up, now has a hit in all 9 games he has played against the Astros in his career. And he has another base hit. continues to hit well against Houston, coming in as a .419 lifetime hitter. He's 2 for 4 tonight. Puts runners on first and third here with 1 out.
Good swing on a breaking ball. Hit quickly past the outstretched arm of Christian Walker.
Now Cody Clemens will bat first and third, 1 out. Astros keep the infield back, hoping to turn 2. And he shoots it through the middle. Allen can only make the play to first. And they get the out there. It will be an RBI ground out for Cody Clemens. It's now a 5-1 Twins lead as Clemens drives in his 35th on the year.
Nice play. Unfortunately, the only play was at first base. Altuve not able to get over to second base to cover it. But Nick Allen showing some range to his left on a tough hop. Spins and makes a good throw.
Josh Bell taking a pitch down for a ball. So a leadoff walk coming around to score here in the 7th. Bell hitting a 2-run home run his last time up. 3rd home run of the season against the Astros. He's facing Pearson for the first time in his career. There's a strike, 2-1. Slowly hit off the mound. Allen charges his throw wide, but a tag by Walker to get Josh Bell to end the inning. Twins add to their lead though with a walk, a base hit, and an RBI groundout. It's now 5-1. Time for the 7th inning stretch presented by Texas Mattress Makers.
Or visit MLB.com/vote. Ticket.
All right, Julia, 7th inning baseball. This is when the Astros would do a lot of damage on that recent road trip where they went 5-2, but they have a little tougher task today. It's not a 1 or 2 run game. It's a 4-run game. They still have 3 at bats to work here as Christian Walker will lead things off. Sammy Matthews still in there. In fact, nobody has thrown a pitch in the Twins bullpen so far tonight, and for good reason. Matthews has been really good, 79 pitches in, throwing a 3-hit 1-run game so far through 6. He went 6 innings against the Astros in Minneapolis, allowed 5 hits and 2 runs in that start. With both runs coming in on a 2-run home run by Isaac Paredes in the first inning. He's gone 7 innings 3 different times this year. We mentioned he's had 2 bad starts, 1 in Pittsburgh, 1 in Detroit. This ball sent towards the wall and left, but running it down and making a jumping catch is Trevor Larnach. He crashes into the wall Nice play by Larnach for out number 1.
Good play by Larnach. Got a good jump on that ball. Walker trying to make a bid to get it over his head. A nice play. Turns into a fly out.
The 2 bad starts by Matthews at Pittsburgh, at Detroit, both allowing 7 earned runs. So he's given up 26 runs on the year, including the 1 run tonight, 14 of those in 2 starts. And not much else in those other 7 starts. We might see a major league debut tonight. This ball hit hard down the right field line. Taylor Trammell hits one off the wall on a 2-0 pitch, but played really well by Luke Keeschel. Will hold Trammell to a single on that bullet hit off the wall.
111.3 off the bat for Trammell. He's done a good job of hitting sliders and cutters. This cutter smashed, short hopping that wall. Keeschel gets it back in. Ball hit just too hard by Trammell to be able to get into second base. Got an issue out there in right field. Giving a thumbs up, but nobody believes him.
Derek Shelton, the manager, continuing to walk out towards right field after Keeschel made that play. Tried to tell
out that arm.
Yeah, tried to tell his manager he was okay, but Derek Shelton saw something he didn't like, so they will run out and check on the right fielder Luke Keeschel. He was anticipating Trammell going to second. Made a strong throw in there.
Did a good job putting himself in position and letting that one rip. Tough to tell right there.
Assistant athletic trainer Jason Kirkman out there checking on him. He's trying to make a case to stay in, and he will. So to be a runner on first base with 1 out for Cam Smith. Cam made it a 2-1 game earlier tonight with a home run. The Astros' only run of the game. Now he bats with a runner on, down 4. Now a word from Reliant.
Reliant, official energy provider of the Houston Astros.
Sammy Matthews with that delay will take a couple of warm-up pitches.
I'm not sure what it's going to take to convince Derek Shelton to get his bullpen going. And some rockets hit off Zebby. He's been able to limit the damage.
Last 23 games, Blummer, the bullpen's pitched to a 7.39 ERA. That may be some of the reason for the hesitation.
Oof. Full run higher than the next closest team. It's not a good number. That might be why Shelton isn't calling down there just yet.
This ball towards the right field line. Long run, Keeschel, and he'll watch it fall just in front of him. And it counts 1-1. Cam Smith hit one off the bat at 110.6. It went 408 feet. Taylor Trammell's single, the only ball hit harder than that Cam Smith home run in this game for either side. On the ground towards second, hit sharply. They go to short for 1. The turn, not in time. Cam's speed beat the throw. Tristan Gray had to swipe the bag with a quick touch of the bag and throw on the run, and almost got Cam.
Ball was hit hard, but a long flip and not exactly a strong throw, and Cam beats it. Gray had a long way to go with Cam at the plate to go cover second base.
Now Joey Loperfido bats. Matthews has struck him out twice, 2 of his 7 strikeouts. This ball hit sharply but knocked down by Brooks Lee. He'll get up and make the play for out number 3. Loperfido hit it on the nose, but he hit it towards the Twins' third baseman. Astros strand a runner in the 7th.
Top of the 8th inning here at Daikin Park, and the Twins leading 5-1 over the Houston Astros, and we've got a major league debut. There you see 24-year-old number 66 Miguel Ullola on the season in AAA, 47 2/3 innings pitched with a 5.48 ERA. 9 games this month, moving to the bullpen, going 9 innings, a 2.19 opponent average, and 15 strikeouts per 9 inning. He's got a good fastball. He's the Astros' 11th top prospect, according to MLB.com.
Excited to see this right arm. The first pitch is thrown out. It is a called strike, as Royce Lewis will be the first batter to face Ullola in his career. Just turned 24 10 days ago. Celebrated a birthday on June the 19th. His next pitch is also a fastball, 96 off the plate, 1-1. Seen this guy a few times in spring training, Blummer, and we keep saying the same thing. There you see his major league debut patch worn above his Space City emblem. Is that if he can throw strikes, this guy's stuff plays, and he was able to throw strikes once he moved from the rotation to the pen.
Yeah, the strikeout numbers prove that it plays inside the zone. It's just a matter of maintaining it inside the zone. That's why they moved him out of the rotation and into that bullpen and just said, focus on getting 3 batters at a time. And it's proven to benefit him because he's seen a little uptick in that velocity. And he's seen a little bit of an uptick in the strike percentage as well.
Now he's got a 2-2 count on Lewis, who hasn't swung the bat yet. Wants to see what this right-hander has, and he sees 96, top of the zone. First strikeout of the first batter in Miguel Ullola's career as he gets Royce Lewis swinging.
Exciting moment for Ullola as he powers that fastball through the top of the zone in 96. That was beautifully done.
They will wrap that up and put a sticker on it and say that is the very first strikeout for Ullola. Victor Caratini takes 96 up. Sure, Caratini caught Ullola a couple of times last year or the year before in spring training. '96 finds the inside corner. It's 1-1. Pumping 96 in there
consistently.
He was recalled from AAA Sugarland yesterday. You heard Julian Morales earlier reporting that he made it to Detroit, but his equipment didn't. But now he's got all his gear here, ready to go for his big league debut. Astros move Kaiwei Dung to AAA Sugarland. They're going to take a little breather with some of the innings projections on Kaiwei after pitching a lot as a starter the first half. On the ground towards Altuve. Jose on 2 hops has it. Easy play to Christian Walker. Caratini retired for the second out. How about after we reveal the winner of tonight's Chevy Stroll poll? And that is going to be, who's your Astros pitcher of the month for the month of June? Josh Hader gets half the votes, and why not? He has been dominant since coming off the IL. Peter Lambert finishes second tonight. Stephen Okert, who had that scoreless streak, gets a good chunk of votes as well, thanks to those who voted in tonight's Stroll poll. Ryan Kreidler swinging through a slider, 0-1. Plummer mentioned number 11 on the MLB pipeline list. He is the 4th ranked pitcher for the Astros on that list. All right-handers are the top 8 or 9 pitchers ranked on the MLB pipeline list for the Astros. Oh, Ullola ahead of the count, 0-2. What a debut for Miguel Ullola. Strikeout, weak ground out, strikeout. Welcome to the show.
Get out and play is driven by Toyota. Back in 2019, a limping Yuli Gurriel hits a walk-off double to the opposite field. And then he hit a walk-off home run against Seattle. Back-to-back games that he was able to do that for the Astros. Big moment in the career. One of our favorites, Yuli Gurriel. New pitcher into this game is going to be Travis Adams. 14 games, 20 innings, and a 6.75 ERA out of that bullpen. That's been one of the weak spots of this ball club, has been that bullpen. Opportunity for the Astros to try and fight back into this game.
Nick Allen will lead things off. Allen singling and striking out against Matthews. He was the last strikeout victim of Zebby, who ended up matching his season high with 7 strikeouts. He also matched his career high today with 7 innings pitched. Matthews gives way to Travis Adams. 8, 9, and 1 due up. Allen had 1 of the 4 hits against Matthews, who went 7 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, and 7 strikeouts. Allen's going to challenge that.
The pitch was called a strike. Batter's challenging.
It's either going to be a 1-1 count or a 2-0 count. Nick thought that pitch was high, and it is.
This is a ball. Houston has 2 challenges remaining.
That one's wide. And Adams has come out of the bullpen and thrown 3 straight off the plate. Had 2 shutout innings in his last appearance against the Dodgers, but he has issued at least 1 walk in 4 of his last 5 outings. That one didn't have to be a strike. It's 3-1.
Just off that outside corner. Tough call.
That one does find the plate. It's 3-2. That is wide. So Allen draws a leadoff walk. Astros need base runners, down 5-1 in the 8th. Now word from Topo Chico.
Hola, Houston. There's no better way to celebrate baseball than with Topo Chico Hard Margarita. Make your game day fresh.
Well, Christian Vasquez, the batter. Vasquez has an infield single in 2 at-bats. Astros 4 hits tonight, 3 singles, and the home run by Cam Smith providing the lone run. First pitch cutter. Called strike, 0-1.
Ooh. He sucked. Quick on that slider, backed up and stayed on the inside. He put a good swing on it.
Vasquez caught Adams 4 times last year over the course of 6 1/3 innings. Takes that pitch off the plate, 1-2. Line drive dropped by Lewis. He's going to step on the bag, and he just casually tags Nick Allen going back to the bag for a double play. Once he dropped it, the force was off. Allen looked like he would be doubled up easily, or the force was on rather. Allen could have run to second base. Instead, he headed back to first. A little confusion here.
Yeah, he tried to get back on the line drive. He just assumed that the catch was made. He was stuck in no man's land with a tough call. Like you said, TK, if he would have been watching the play, maybe forced to throw to second base or got in a rundown.
Here we see his reaction. Here he thinks it's a caught line drive, but then it's dropped, and if he heads to second, you never know, but just kind of ran back into the tag. Tough read for that double play. Lewis probably should have caught it and saved Nick the.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Would have saved him the embarrassment of having to be trying there, figuring out what to do.
So it'll be a 3 unassisted with the first out on Vasquez, the second out on the tag of Allen. Altuve now with an 0-1 count. Skies this one into right center. Playable for Luke Keeschel. Astros down in the 8th. We head to the 9th. Twins leading 5-1.
The best in Texas power pitcher is driven by Ford. It's going to be A.J. Blueball. 1.59 ERA in his 10 appearances in June with an opponent average of 186. Seen that fastball get back into good form, jumping through the zone, 96, 97 miles an hour. He's also had a couple of very good secondary pitches with the changeup and the sweeper. Rounding back into form, having himself a good month of June.
Really is. 7 of those multiple inning outings. That is quality work out of A.J. Blueball in June. Long run Nick Allen, long run Joey Loperfido. Loperfido has the shorter run and makes the play for out number 1. How about Miguel Ullola? 4 up, 4 down in his big league debut.
Filling up the zone. 9 of his 13 pitches so far in his big league career have been in the strike zone.
Saw Alan Bersanta come up and make his big league debut by closing out a no-hitter. A little less stressful for Ullola tonight, but he has retired the first 4 batters this evening. And again, it's this Astros minor league system that somewhere in the bottom of the rankings usually year in, year out, but they still come up with guys like Santa and Ullola who can get some outs here at the big league level. At least tonight so far for Miguel. Miguel signed as an 18-year-old as an international free agent out of the DR. There's the first base runner he's allowed. It's going to be a base hit by the 9-hitter Keeschel. It'll be a 1-out base runner here in the 9th.
Time now to answer our trivia question, powered by Reliant. Who had the walk-off hit in the Astros' first win against the Twins after joining the American League? It was Trevor Crowe. Everybody had that one.
Trevor Crowe. About it.
Good one. Last season in the big leagues was that 2013 season.
Most of his career with the Cleveland organization, back then called the Indians. Here's Trevor Larnach. Larnach loops one down the line. Long run for Cam. He won't be able to get there. That'll be a floating base hit for the Twins left fielder. Larnach now 1 for 5 today. I'll bring up Brooks Lee. Lee has a hit in his last 2 at bats. He's 2 for 4. Twins now out hitting the Astros 8-4 tonight. 4 of the 5 runs charged to Lambert. 1 run in an inning and a third charged to Pearson. Now Yolo trying for 2 clean innings, has a little traffic here in the 9th. Pitch down, 1-0. Yola was named the Sugarland Space Cowboys 2025 Pitcher of the Year last year. Also PCL Pitcher of the Month in May. Runner goes to third. The pitch is a strike. Keishel, who leads the team in stolen bases, picks up number 12 on the year. Now 1-2 count on Brooks Lee. $22,969 on a Monday night here to kick off this homestand. Watching the Astros and Twins tomorrow. Be the middle game of this 3-game series, Dollar Dog Night. Also be Mike Burrows against Joe Ryan as your pitching matchup. Strikeout and nearly a strike him out, throw him out. Paredes thinks they have him. He says, let's take a look at the video, guys. That is a strikeout for out number 2 and possibly the end of the inning as Vasquez made a quick throw down to third. No challenge from the Astros.
Good job by Yola. Good fastball away. Good call by the home plate umpire, Brennan Miller, staying with it. And a snap throw, trying to catch Keishel off of third base.
Now Cody Clemens bats with runners on the corners and 2 out.
Right hand went into the foot of Isak on the dive back by Keishel.
Is that what Isak was claiming? That he maybe didn't get to the bag?
Yeah, because it looked like Isak's foot was on top of the bag and his hand came down on it.
Loyola ahead of the count, 0-1. 8th batter he is facing in his major league debut. Clemens with an RBI ground out his last time up is 0 for 4 tonight. That one's wide, 2-1. 26 pitches in for Ulloa. Again, converted starter to reliever, so pitch count should be fine. Now it's 2-2. Miguel Ulloa, native of Puerto Plata in the DR Beach Resort. Trying to get through 2 shutout innings in his debut. Runner goes, the pitch is smoked foul.
Wow.
Look out, Grady Sizemore.
This one is coming in hot. Clemens got the barrel out quick and just grazed by the back of Grady Sizemore. Had nowhere to go. It was 105.3, by the way. Grady's a great athlete, but that's scary.
Got him! Miguel Ulloa strands a couple of runners on base, and he goes 2 shutout innings in his major league debut. Houston Astros baseball on SCHN is presented by Gallery Furniture. Buy furniture today. Gallery Furniture delivers free tonight. And by your local Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. Our aerial coverage from the Wire Cam is brought to you by our partners at Defy. Go to the bottom half of the 9th inning. Astros down 5-1. Yordan Alvarez will lead things off. Yordan with a walk. Officially 0 for 2. Drew his 58th walk. Team leading walk his last time up. Astros had a leadoff runner on via the walk against Travis Adams last inning, but that runner was erased on a double play. First pitch to Yordan, catches the top of the zone, 0-1. Adams out there for his 2nd inning of work behind Zebby Matthews' 7 innings of 1-run baseball. Ooh, that caught Victor Caratini. And Derek Shelton hustling out from the dugout to check on Caratini. Masamichi Abe also out there, the assistant athletic trainer.
Catch the shoulder of the mask, right square in the chin. Seems to be all right. See that pad? It's going to do a little bit to absorb it, but that is a jarring blow. And it's fouled straight back into that chin of the mask.
Yordan feels bad for
Yordan saying, how many fingers you see?
That's pretty good. Yordan messing with his former teammate. Even in the midst of an 0 for 15, Yordan can still joke around. Nothing phases this guy. Now one down, 1-2. Victor still having a running conversation with Yordan. Pulled on the ground to the right side. Played there by Cody Clemens. Yordan retired for the first out of the 9th. One out, bases empty for Isaac Paredes. Top of the lineup has been pretty dormant tonight for the Astros. Top 4 in the lineup are now a combined 0 for 14. All 4 hits from hitters 5 through 9. Isaac Paredes 0 for 3. Actually 0 for 13 with a walk. Yordan drew a walk in the 6th, so the top 4 hitters are 0 for 13. Still not a good number against this Twins pitching staff tonight. Zebby Matthews and Travis Adams. Astros came into tonight a game behind the Rangers in the AL West. Texas won their game in Cleveland. Astros were also a half game out of a wild card spot. Seattle currently trailing early on in their game against the Angels. Off the plate, 3-1. Tigers won tonight after losing the last 2 games against the Astros, and with that 7-3 win over the Yankees, former Astros manager A.J. Hinch gets his 1,000th win.
Congratulations to him. Racked up quite a few of those wins here with Houston.
Second walk allowed by Adams. Astros have a 1-out base runner as Paredes draws the walk. Our next telecast is tomorrow night. It's presented by Kaplan Sinus Relief. Joe Ryan goes for the Twins. The Astros have seen him a bunch through the years. He'll be opposed by Mike Burrows. Tomorrow's game time is 7:10. We'll be on the air at 6:30 with our pregame show. Burrows pitching very well in his last outing in Toronto. Ryan will make his 18th start of the season tomorrow. Here's Christian Walker. Walker flying out to deep left his last time up. Checks his swing on a pitch on the outside corner, 0-1.
Picture with the new souvenir. That's a good pick.
Another souvenir. This one up in the top deck, and a good catch by a fan up there. .25 pitches in for Travis Adams. Derek Shelton hoping to use only 2 pitchers tonight. Runner on in a 4-run game. That one bouncing in there, 2-2.
That American League West, TK, is crazy.
Four teams within 2 games coming into tonight.
I feel like it's just going to be revolving all year long.
If you get to 500, you are in first place. That's generally what it's been like. Two and 2 to Christian. And a pitch down, the count goes full. All of a sudden,
get a couple of base runners and maybe that big hit happens. Just keep piling on pitches. Twins getting their bullpen going again. There's the Wild West.
Down the line in left, giving it a look. Left fielder Trevor Larnach runs out of room. A little battle here in the 9th inning. Christian Walker and Travis Adams. And that is up. Christian is going to challenge the Astros. Oh, he said he waited too long. What? He said he looked at the dugout, and once you engage with the dugout, Astros have 2 challenges remaining. Christian looked into the dugout, then tapped his helmet, and that's what Brendan Miller said is what took you out of the play. I think it was within the time frame, but I think the fact that Christian looked to the dugout and then turned around is what Miller had the issue with, but it was definitely a quick challenge.
It was a ball, too.
Oh, that's up. So, yeah, if he taps his helmet right away, I think that's what Miller was looking for. He looked at him, and then he looked at the dugout, and then he tapped it. And it still was within the time frame, but I understand the umpire's position, but that's still one of those discretion calls by the umpire.
Yeah, the look to the dugout may have ruined it for Christian Walker, unfortunately.
He was about to tap the helmet, turned his head toward the dugout, and then came back and tapped his helmet.
It wasn't a look to get a call from the dugout. It was a look of disbelief.
Right. And again, you
got to have a feel for what's going on.
That's a big call in this game. Instead of 2 on and 1 out, it's 2 outs and 1 on. Christian is not granted the challenge, and he would have won it, as Blummer noted. Astros still have 2 challenges remaining. And again, this is all new to everybody. Walker's a major league veteran, has never dealt with ABS before. In the future, if he's got 2 challenges left on any close pitch with 3-2, he's probably going to challenge right away.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's down and in, almost hits Taylor Trammell. Did it hit him? Yeah.
Taylor's saying it did.
I thought he pointed to first.
Point to first of the dugout.
I don't know what's happening. Well, the Astros aren't going to challenge.
Spin down and in.
Oh, missed him. That close to the bases loaded, huh?
Yeah, real close.
Between the challenge and that near hit by pitch. Now that's down 3-1. Twins do have their bullpen going, as Blummer mentioned, as Adams has not exactly been lighting up the strike zone here in the 9th inning.
He is scrambling out there.
Andres Gomez warming up in their pen. Full count on Trammell with Paredes on second base. That ball hooking down the line. If it stays fair, it's gone. Home run, Taylor Trammell. His first home run of the season. Number 3 in the span of a week. And the Astros back within 2 runs. It's 5-3.
Taylor Trammell's been hitting tanks on the road. He's got that swing going. And here he lights it up here at Dyken Park to make things very interesting. If only they would have had that challenge. Center cut heater at 95, and it leaves in a hurry. 109.8, and that ball was smoked. 412 feet deep.
Andres Gomez is going to come on to pitch to Cam Smith. Travis Adams not able to get the final outs of the inning. And Blummer, you're so right. That challenged the difference between a 5-3 game and a 5-4 game. We have a pitching change here with 2 outs in the 9th.
Back here at Dyken, things getting a little bit more interesting after that 2-run bomb off the bat of Taylor Trammell. He's going to knock Adams out of this game. It's going to bring in Yoendrys Gomez. 33 games, 39 innings. Pretty good 3.46 ERA. Pitched a couple of games back in May against Houston. Went 2 1/3. Didn't give up any earned runs.
Apparently, Yoendrys can't hear the pitch comm signs from Victor Caratini, so we're going to go out and check what's going on with pitch comm here. Things getting interesting in the 9th. Would have been a lot more interesting had that challenge been allowed. Instead of 5-3, it would have been 5-4 with only 1 out. Christian still not real pleased with the whole matter. Cam Smith facing Gomez, had a hit the only time he faced him back in Minnesota in May.
Pitch clock violation on the pitcher. Count is 1-0.
That'll help. Derek Shelton wondering why they got a pitch clock violation on a communication issue with PitchCom.
I don't think he had a PitchCom in his hat when he went on the field.
Well, that's the issue.
Yeah,
that's
fault. On him. That's on your bullpen coach. It's on him.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand coming out and arguing. Now we're going to have a meeting of the rock pile.
Can they go back and give Christian the challenge?
Yeah, we're going to add another pitch for delay of game for the umpires.
So here's the pitch com coming out from the dugout.
Yeah, he doesn't take one out of his hat.
That's the new one.
He doesn't replace it.
And only one.
Yeah.
He's like, you didn't bring one in?
He's like, you didn't bring one in? What's wrong with the bullpen coach?
He goes, I have to give you a timer violation if you didn't bring one in.
Yeah, you just told him pitch clock violation for not coming in with PitchCom in your hat.
I'm not sure how this is going to get overturned, but they are discussing it. If that was the case, every pitcher would come in without PitchCom and just like,
yeah, who cares?
Yeah, I can take as much time as I need now because I need a PitchCom.
And he's throwing pitches too. That's what's crazy about it.
I think Brennan got it right initially. I don't think he should be overruled here. If it was a malfunctioning PitchCom, I get it.
Oh yeah, we've seen that plenty of times.
But it was a no PitchCom in your hat issue. And here comes Chris Conroy, the crew chief, to talk to Derek Shelton.
You can't blame the technology if there's no technology.
Quite a finish. Ryan Abreu is warming up in the Astros bullpen. He's hoping to see a couple more runs here so he can get in the game.
All this for a 1-0 count. And I know they want to get the rule book right, but it seems legit.
Chris Conroy is going to announce.
The pitcher failed to bring his PitchCom device to the mound with him. Therefore, they cannot use a mound visit to avoid a pitch clock violation. The count is 1-0.
That's a wonderful explanation that we had already given to you.
So here we go, 1-0 to Cam Smith. Astros need one more base runner to bring the tying run to the plate.
Meanwhile, he's throwing another bullpen. This reminds me of it's Wayne's World when they bring the goalies back onto the goals back into the middle of the street, and you're like, game on. We can play baseball now.
We're good. Cam going after that fastball and fouling it away. It's 1-1. All the Astros runs on home runs. Solo shot by Cam Smith in the 5th inning. 2-run home run by Taylor Trammell here in the 9th. 4 of the 5 runs for the Twins scoring via home run. Cam waving at the sweeper. It's 1-2. Astros down to their final strike here. Checks his swing on a pitch up. No swing. 2-2. Only hit that Gomez allowed in those 2 1/3 innings against the Astros in Minnesota was to Cam Smith. Cam drives one high and deep to left. It's a 1-run game. Multi-home run game for Cam. It's 5-4.
Oh, the Candy Man, Can. Big swing. The Astros refusing to go away. They score runs late in games. They are one away from tying this thing up after a rocket. Incredible. I know what you're going to say.
I'm not saying it.
I know what you want to say. Cam knew he got this one. Man, that was a hanging sweeper that got absolutely hung out to dry. Woo.
Man, what might have been, right?
It's amazing to think that, isn't it?
A pitch that should have been called a ball. And Christian Walker was not allowed to challenge it after glancing at the dugout. Cam with his third multi-home run game of his career. Now a slow roller right side. Cody Clemens will shovel it to Royce Lewis, and the Astros fall 1 run short. A lot of drama in that bottom of the 9th inning. 5-4 the final score. A frustrating finish, but a lot of activity in that last inning.
That was a tough one, TK. It's amazing it came down to just umpire discretion on that call that could have been overturned. Christian Walker still seething about it, understandably so. This team plays hard. They play late. It's tough to go to bed on them when they're behind. They refuse to go away.
5-4 final. Twins hang on by their fingernails to win the opening game of this 3-game series. Astros postgame show presented by Whataburger. Kevin Eschenfelder and Brian Bogusevic. They'll be your it's Julia Morales and Kevin Eschenfelder tonight. Julia and Kevin will be your hosts tonight, and we'll have sound from the Astros clubhouse as well. Postgame show next.